Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed MBs of the music world. My name is Kalen, aka Zero Tep, and I wanted to explain to you a simple effect that I did on a track of mine called I Pray to Me, which is a little bit of philosophy, specifically Nietzsche, in bass music form. And the vocals on this track use kind of like a simple exploitation of an Ableton Live mechanism that I've really liked for just kind of getting strange sounds for a while, but this is sort of like a mathematically precise way of using it. So let's listen to the song first, and you can hear what I'm talking about.
I pray to me, I pray, I stay, I pray, I wake up one more day, I pray to me, I pray, it pays, I pray, I wake up one more day, got one more life, I might delay, got one more beat, I got to make, I pray to me, he sends me heat, sometimes I might forget to eat.
So you can hear the sort of like robotic nature of what's happening. And there's a couple of times where the vocal sort of glitches out.
And if you, I might just snap. I see you, I don't take that.
Which is something that is innately possible with the technique I'm about to show you. So what I have done is I have taken every single word of this verse and I've recorded it here on just a separate line.
I pray to God, I pray to me, I pray to God, I pray to me, I pray to me.
So that's just the raw vocal line, right? So what I've done is I've taken that raw vocal line and I've pitched it up just like a little bit. 2 semitones here. And I've warped it so that it doesn't sound too unnatural. And then what I will do is I will use an effect that is new as of like a couple of Ableton versions ago, if I recall, which is called Slice to New MIDI Track. And that takes this audio track and it creates one slice per however much you specify. So for instance, I could make one per warp marker here, which would take each different warp marker that I created, and what I did is I quantized every single word to the beat so that it would be a little bit more accurate when I put it into this effect. But what I want is one slice per quarter note, and as you can see, there's one word per quarter note. And I'm going to use the built-in slicing preset. There's a couple of different ones that have different effects here, but I just want the raw thing. And we'll hit OK. And what Ableton spits out here is this drum rack, which has every single word in a different drum pad. Let's give it a little bit of volume.
I pray to God, me, to, pray.
And there's a couple of built-in macros here that are really useful. What you're getting right now is just what it takes to play the slice all the way through and then end. But if you turn the loop compression down and the loop length down, you'll start to get weird stutters where the sample starts and then starts to loop right in the middle of it.
Pray to God.
And you get like really interesting sort of like ways to manipulate these slices. And I mean, if I just play it through right now or with these manipulated things.
I pray to God, I pray to me. I
would argue that's a pretty cool effect just off the bat. What I've done for the release version is I put a couple more effects on top of it, just sort of EQ'd it a little bit more, And this echo is doing some of the heavy lifting here.
I pray to me, I pray, I stay.
Kind of giving it sort of a slap back effect. So down here in these glitches, what you're hearing,
And if you, I might just snap. I see you,
is a couple of different manipulations of samplers built in sort of like parameters. The first one would be the loop compression here.
And if you, I might just
That's kind of manipulating how long these loops go for. And the second one is just simply making this slice tinier and cutting the word down.
And if you, I might just snap. I see you, I don't take that.
Two different ways of doing a very similar effect with just different amounts of control over that effect. Thank you guys for watching. Ableton's Slice to MIDI Rack is a really, really powerful effect that is, I think, underutilized in a lot of circumstances just because of how many things it can be used on, completely open-ended. So if you learned something, share this with somebody else, and I hope that you have a wonderful time making whatever music you're making. Thanks.